In these front ochos now, I'm going to show a few more fine points about the use of the arms in the lead and the adjustment, about the sense of timing and complete that you want to give each thing its right time, and then finally leg styling. The first thing, this idea of giving each thing its right time, you'll see that when I do these ochos, we go all the way over, then we pivot, then we extend, and then we step. All the way over, pivot, extend, and then step. And so I want you to think right now that each thing can be discrete. That you can take a step and let that step finish. That you can pivot and let that finish. That you can extend both of you and then you can step. And then what happens is eventually you take that and you smooth out the edges so they all can blend together. But the risk is that you do two things at the same time. That I step side the same time I pivot her. And if you do that, the results are not so good. So instead you want to make sure one thing and then the next. And then the next. That's the first thing. The second thing, I want you to be aware of the use of each of your arms. So if you watch the right arm for the leaders, you'll see that it slides. So as we step side,
yeah, that's a big one.
I let it slide around so I have a better hold. And then right here, if I don't let it slide around and she pivots, that starts to take me off this way. So instead,
that's fun.
I'll let my arm slide in. You see that? The hand position changes, and then I'll pivot her.
And so does my hand position change.
And I'll take her around, and then it adjusts. That's the right arm. If you look at the left arm, usually people, guys, your instinct is to bring the hand in. And if I have her here,
so not optimum.
And I do this, nothing happens, except her arm moves. So instead of bringing her arm in to you, I want you to think you're bringing it over your left shoulder, or from this angle, over your left shoulder. So right here, you see I pull my arm back in this path, and that's reasonably far away from me, and that will create the pivot. So sometime, next time you go out dancing, next time you're with someone who dances tango, I want you to just ask them, guys, to stand here and do this versus this when trying to pivot them. Finally, in front ochos, I want you to have an idea that you do have a choice of leg styling. And while you're not required to do styling, there's three choices, and sometimes it depends on who I dance with. One choice is you go side, you change weight, you pivot her, and you step, and then you collect with her. This is a kind of styling which requires better balance, right? If she pulls, you're on your foot and you'll topple. So you don't want to do this unless the woman is very stable. A different kind of styling, you might leave both legs out, right? So styling we just did was this, which is very nice because you see your legs moving with her legs. However, it's less stable. The more stable option is you go here and you leave the toe on the floor. It gives you a beautiful line, but also it gives you a little bit of an anchor in case anything untoward happens. A few more things to think about front ochos.